Go.
Today we're going to take this problem that we've been given and simplify it down to just one term. And what we're going to do is take these as two different components and work on one component first and then the other and then put them together. So what I want to do is take my first component, the cosine of x, over 1 plus the sine of x. And I'm going to work over here a little bit before bringing in the rest of it. And we're going to essentially multiply by 1. We're going to multiply the denominator by 1 minus the sine of x. And we're going to do the same thing in the numerator. And the reason we're going to do this is that we want to have a perfect square here, which we can eventually simplify down to just one term. So if we multiply out the denominator, this becomes 1 minus the sine squared of x. And we're going to leave the numerator alone right now as a cosine of x times 1 minus the sine of x. Now we know that 1 minus the sine of x is equal to the cosine squared of x. And in the numerator we still have the cosine of x times 1 minus the sine of x. And we can take out the cosine and just leave 1 cosine in the denominator. Now let's move over to the other part of the problem, which is the tangent. The tangent we know is defined as the sine of x over the cosine of x. And we're going to bring that down here. And now we have a numerator that reads 1 minus the sine of x plus the sine of x all over the cosine of x. 1 minus the sine of x plus the sine of x equals just 1 over the cosine of x, which we know is defined as the secant of x. So we can see we've taken this equation and we brought it down to one term.